Two great guests as we continue through the morning here on Daybreak. It's Dick Taylor and Wendy Smith from the Port of Shelton. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Nice to see you here, and you come with good news. I mean, you're always
Well,
here with
we
good
always
news,
have good
but
news. Yeah.
even more good news continues on. What's going on out there?
Well, WashDOT, the Washington Department of Transportation and Aviation, came out with a study of airports in the state and their impacts upon the communities in which they live.
Okay.
And we've got some good data from them.
Yeah. So in Washington State, they studied the whole state. In Washington State, public use airports like ours support 407,000 jobs. Which is pretty awesome. And here locally, that's over 1,000. So it's 1,013 jobs. So that's very cool.
Are related to this airport, not necessarily employed there.
Yeah,
But
right.
So what does that mean, related?
So it could be anything peripheral. So the fact that we have an airport, maybe it's someone that works for, gosh, I don't know.
A machine shop that builds or makes stuff for airplane repairs. It could be food service to Kapowson if they're, stuff like that.
Huh.
It's really people doing things for people at the airport.
You just don't necessarily would think about that.
Fuel.
That's a lot of
a
jobs.
spouse of someone that
Spouses
works, at the airport, could be working here local. So yeah, just jobs related. And then the other facts were that $26.8 billion in labor income is in the state, and here at Sanderson, that's over $61 million.
Jeez.
Yeah.
When it comes to the size of Sanderson in relation to other airports across the state, where is the airport? Is it?
Boy, we are small, but boy, there are
But
lots
mighty.
Yeah, there's some much smaller. Yeah.
I happen to have some recreational property near, in the Lake Wenatchee area, and their airport is a public airport, and it's a grass strip that people snowmobile on in the winter. I mean, it's just really, so we have pavement, we have, more
lighting.
infrastructure,
Wow.
So yeah, it's all over the map, I think.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, because if you go down south on Highway 5, down around south of Chehalis, there's a grass strip right next to the freeway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, do these are these numbers just exponential? Because if you look, did this do SeaTac too or no? I mean, is that considered a public?
I think so, yeah. It would be public. I think it included all when you pull out their data, they had each airport specifically, but they looked at all of them.
That's just fascinating.
Yeah.
That has a lot of impact.
Well, and then the last stat is that $107 billion in business revenues. So just based on airport use. So, I mean, that could be, UPS, planes,
right,
flying packages. Yeah. I mean, there's so much. But here at Sanderson, that's over $288 million. And what they did on this study is they took stats from us. So they said, send us your businesses, how many, jobs are related to those businesses. And I think there must be some factor that, if there's 3 people that work at this business, they each have a spouse, maybe a child, I mean, there's some kind of an exponential, but yeah.
Yeah, and then if you look at Sanderson Field in particular, I mean, we're an industrial area.
Yeah.
So the jobs that are counted there come from those industries that are there. That's in these figures.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So if you look at a company that we have 900 employees on port property right now, over 900 on port property. But if you look at the families that are associated with them, and it expands out. So you can get there rather quickly.
And this is airport specific. This does not include the other portions of the Port of Shelton.
Correct.
No, not Sanderson, or not Johns Prairie.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's good. They did a study like this back in 12, I think.
Yeah. When I first came
on
the commission.
So what I should do is do a comparison
bring the other one.
and see.
Yeah. Break it out and look at it and see where we are.
Yeah.
That's
it's an eye opener. And people don't think about it.
No, you really don't. I mean, you drive up there on the weekends, you see the Kapowson jumpers, or you see some planes every so often, or you're up there for Oyster Fest or something, and
guys really walking their dogs, and running.
Yeah, exactly. You don't really think about all that
But you think
economic
about
impact.
the types of businesses that we have, and I mean, ranging from, evergreens to medical to,
High tech.
to, like Sims Vibration,
Yeah.
to TrueFab, to the Washington Driving School. I mean, it's pretty unique and then widespread to where, we touch a lot of different areas.
Are other airport parcels as diverse as what you guys have?
Oh, I think so.
Other airports
Yeah.
have.
I mean, like with the diversity that you just mentioned in business.
Oh,
I think I think pretty much.
Yeah, look at Olympia. I mean, that
yeah.
industrial park over there is
Yeah.
huge, and there's all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff that goes on there. Yeah, some aren't, but I think there are lots of others that are.
Yeah.
Just as diverse as
That's
we
cool.
are.
That's awesome.
There are ports in the east that they sell grain.
Sure.
That's their
Or along the river.
along the river. Yeah.
Kalama and those, they have grain terminals and.
Does this help you at all if you're talking with either state regulators or FAA and ever thoughts of expanding the footprint, talking about your economic impact to the community? And would you ever think about that? Or?
It probably would a little. I think what's more interesting for them in order to lengthen the runway and that kind of thing
Extend the runway,
would be takeoffs and landings. That's really what they look
That's
at
what-
in order to fund it.
Sure.
I mean, we could just set out and say,
We're
the
doing
commission says, let's, instead of building a building, we're going to expand the runway and hope they come, or we already have companies looking to, land here, so we could do that on our own. But in order for FAA to fund that, it would be, a matter of takeoffs and landings, which is tough to count when you don't have a tower.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there are
you're
companies that do that.
Yeah,
Kind
they
of guessing,
set up-
guessing into
yeah.
the future on
Yeah.
those types
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is some good news.
Yeah.
It is good.
Anything
Fun
anything
news.
else to share with us?
I signed a lease yesterday.
Good. Renewal or new?
Renewal. Yeah.
Yep.
But that's good. They keep coming back.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what we
right.
want. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Dick Taylor, Wendy Smith, good news here this morning. Fascinating.